this segment of mine, I'm going to talk to all of you about some very interesting blouses. Blouse being the highlight of any sari. Even the most mundane of saris can look interesting and smart and stunning if you can actually team it up with the right kind of blouse. And blouses are of different kinds. There are blouses that we can wear for occasions, there are blouses that we can wear for work, more official looking blouses. Then there are blouses that we can wear when when you're just going out for a dinner, maybe with your husband, maybe with your children. So it's different kinds of occasions require different kinds of blouses. So today I'm just going to kind of take you through a journey in which I'm going to show you a couple of different styles of blouses. But trust me, this is still just 1% of the different styles that we can come up with. There's a huge number of blouses that I'm not able to show on this show, but I will eventually, like halter necks and spaghettis and sleeveless blouses and high collars and you name it. I can show you different works which are actually going to make your sari come alive and make you create a very stunning fashion statement. Now I'm going to start with the first set of blouses, which is, just take for example this lovely mustard color sari. It's got a subtle orange border. Now I want to make this sari look really stunning. I want to make it come alive. I want to make it look very official because I probably have a meeting or you probably have a meeting to go to. So I would suggest a blouse like this with a high collar which has got front open. And then the sleeve has got a tinge of the mustard so that the sari and the blouse are teamed up beautifully with each other. Now this looks very nice on both tall and short people, provided it's done with the right amount of collar, not too thick, not too thin. And that's a beautiful ikat material which we are using for the blouse. So, and long sleeve being very much in fashion thanks to Vidya Balan and Sonam Kapoor and so many of our celebrity movie stars. I think a long sleeve blouse in ikat will make any sari look really stunning. Now I'm going to show you one more style, which is this. It is long sleeve again. It is long sleeve no doubt, but it's with a boat neck. Earlier, boat neck was considered only a western wear neckline, but now actually boat neck blouses with long sleeves like this, where we've given interestingly a little bit of yellow tinge to it at the neck, like a piping or a putty or an extra work or embroidery, actually makes it come alive and livens it up. And it suits all kinds of personalities. The slender and smaller shoulder women look really nice and broad shouldered, and the broader shouldered women actually look very slender. It's a very deceptive, lovely neckline to be used if you want to do something different for an evening. And then there's of course these kind of blouses which are very much in vogue right now, where I'm using more than one element in the blouse. It has got a bit of the Banarasi, it's got a bit of the brocade, it's got a bit of embroidery, and then it has catch work on the sleeve, and I've got a back which is totally transparent because I have given you built-in cup lines inside. So it's taken care of your bust line and everything, and so the back without lining, which will actually look very interesting and stunning for an evening. And this you can team up with any sari. I could team it up with a mustard, I could team it up with a pink, I can team it up with a blue. The options are so many. Now I'm coming to the more traditional mindset, where we have lovely deep necklines like this. It's a traditional blouse that we've been wearing for so many years. Just that I have made it interesting by giving it a little bit of thread work around the neckline and small motifs on the sleeves, and this can be teamed up with this sari. Although there's no orange anywhere in the sari and there's a red border and a gold border and a green tinge, it offsets the sari beautifully when you wear it with an orange blouse. Instead of keeping it to the regular off-white or the gold or the red, I would team it up with an orange, so it gives it a real twist. Now coming to these lace blouses, a lot of younger women would love to experiment with their blouse styles, and this is for those women who would want to try something funky and different. This is again a lace blouse which can be teamed up with a lovely black and white like this. Of course, this has a blouse which is very interesting and printed like that. But if you want to team it up with a lace blouse, it actually makes it a very lively fashion statement. Now coming to velvet. Velvet happens to be a real favorite of a lot of people when it comes to using it in blouses. Now this sari has a beautiful raw silk blouse that we've teamed up with embroidery on it. But if you want to do the velvet, this is the style that I would suggest. It's a lovely velvet gold embossed blouse in orange, and we've teamed it up. It's a high neck with a beautiful boat neck that's been given to it, and short sleeves. For those of us who've watched Deepika Padukone wear some beautiful blouses in Ram Leela, this is a takeoff from the Ram Leela blouses, which has got kutch work on the sides, which is hand embroidered kutch work, which comes all the way from Gujarat, and then it's teamed up with ikat fabric from Andhra. So we've got this blouse which can be worn on, I would say, a white, a yellow, a pink, a blue, a black. You can team it up with any color and it looks stunning. Now this is again a multicolored blouse, very similar to the peach and the yellow that I showed earlier. But the difference being, this is a little bit more gorgeous because I have given it gold sequins on the top so that it can be teamed up to be worn with any sari which has a little bit of gold in it. So suppose you have a black sari with a gold border, you can team it up with this. Suppose you have a yellow sari with gold border, you can team it up with this. Or you just have an off-white with a gold border, it can be teamed up with this. So it's a multi-purpose. You must have, everybody's wardrobe must have at least a few blouses, maybe 4 to 5 or even 6 blouses, which are totally multi-purpose, so that you can use them on your existing kanjivarams, you can use them on the new saris that you buy, or you can even just team it up for the sake of it to look different with different kind of fabrics. This is a beautiful off-white chanderi, which I've just given a green border, and I'm teaming it up with a lovely Maheshwari blouse on which we've done embroidery at the back alone. If you can see, the front of the blouse is very simple, but the back makes it look so interesting that you can carry it off. I would actually suggest that these kind of blouses and designs and colors are more apt for doctors because they like to be a lot more sober than the rest. Now coming to who can wear these designs, I would say a cross section of women from all different professions. Younger ones, we could make it a little bit more funkier and smarter and stylish. The older ones, maybe we can decrease the necklines so that they're not very deep, so that doctors could carry them off, lawyers could carry them off, software professionals could carry them off. So I would say a blouse forms the most beautiful part and the most, I would say it's a beautiful accessory for any sari and for any occasion. So concentrate on what you do with your blouses. The sari can be very simple, but the blouse has to be really good. Now I'm going to sign off today from all of you by saying a lot more power to all the women and a lot more style to all of you in your wardrobe. Do remember me when you come to India, or you can order online for any kind of blouses. I'm on TeluguOne. This is Rama, your fashion consultant, signing off for today, promising you that I'm going to come up with something really interesting for my next segment. Waiting to see all of you, all my viewers on TeluguOne. Bye-bye.